follows Joy or follows her at Joy
Leah.
At Joy Leah on Twitter, just take a quick glance at it. And you are about to see a very young and spicy version of Jennifer Lewis.
Why do you have to call me Jennifer Lewis?
Because that's the first thing. It's the eyes.
Okay.
But she gives me that. So when I saw Jennifer Lewis do, was it Different World?
A Different World.
And she was on that. And the first thing she said when she got mad with people is, "You are on my list." And this woman walking around work doing that to people. so even though she tells me she hates that comparison,
they on my list.
See what I mean? So right now, with no further ado, we're going right over to find out what's on your list.
Okay, well, we're just gonna start just real quick with Rob and China being on my list. I'm sorry. Black Rob, whatever happened, he's on my list. And China now is fine China, like Chris Brown would say, because she's doing well. What do you think, Sean?
Well, okay. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think that, I think Rob walked into this situation with his eyes wide shut. Come on. Everybody else with that much money in their pockets knows when they are being played. But how could you not see when the rest of the world is looking at you through social media's eyes, how well you were being played?
He got Black Rob.
Right. Because when it happens in the opposite way, and you have, I hate to say it, but you have like Tiger Woods' wife who pretended not to see what was going on until she had 2 kids and an $80 million house. Yeah, she knew when to walk away. So if China can do the same thing and be successful with it, I can't say a word.
Are you applauding?
I said Black Rob is on my list, and China.
Poor Nene.
I know, right? But we're gonna keep on going with the list, and we're gonna put all y'all uncle on the list.
Who that?
I'm gonna go here, Miss Autumn, your uncle. Uncle Al Sharpton is everywhere across America taking these selfies, and I just can't take it in there no more with these socks on, these flip flops, looking like your old uncle, the future uncle. Actually, not even your old uncle. The future uncle takes selfies now. In here. How do you feel about Miss Autumn?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, he has a millennial. His grandbaby or somebody done showed him how to take the selfie, and he done got excited, and then they told him, and you know how your family hype you up to do stuff, so they told him like, Uncle Al, you should take a picture, and you go so many places, so Uncle Al, take a picture, a selfie while you at the place and then post it. But my thing is, I mean, he might be like doing some little, he might have an he might have an ulterior motive. You know, he's getting all this media attention because I'm gonna tell you now, I went to a Trumpet Awards show one year, and he was honored. And his speech that he gave, I was like, where my picket sign, where my bats, I'm ready to go tear some stuff up, let's go burn it down. So he might be doing that, and then he might be doing that he has the older generation, our parents, our grandparents. I was a little girl when he was doing the things that he's doing, but he has just opened himself up to a larger audience. So I can't hate on Uncle Al. I can't hate on Uncle
Oh, man. He's going about it the wrong way.
He's still looking at that traveling troll.
Yeah, we need to do that. We need to have pictures of Al Sharpton taking a selfie everywhere we go. That's going to be the conscious party, thing. Everywhere.
Follow us at For Conscious Party. That's 4 Conscious Party.
Please share your Al Sharpton selfies.
Yeah, upload your Uncle Al photo today.
You wrong. Okay, so we're gonna do the last thing that's on my list this week, and this is just traumatizing to me. The city of Chicago and all this shooting. You are on my list. I just can't believe during Independence Day, during the time when we are supposed to be independent, what is really going on? People, we'll start with that.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, man. I mean, I think there's so many things to think about, so many things to take into consideration. Of course, killing is never the right thing to do. You know what I mean? But I just feel like it still feeds into the same thing that we've been talking about. You know, I feel like it is a ploy to get black people annihilated.
So you think it was a purge around that time?
It sounds like it's a purge. It sounds like it's a purge. I mean, and whether or not it's intentional, like, you know, we gonna pay y'all to shoot up people, or it's just, you know, a mentality that's kind of been fed, you know, to people, that this is how you handle your beef. You know, whatever it is, you know, it's just real shitty. I hope we wake up. Can I say? On the internet?
Now that you
Well,
said
you
it 3
said
times.
Did I say shit 3 seconds? Oh, okay, my bad.
But
Stop killing folks, man.
Chicago.
Just stop it. Just stop.
all right, so Miss Autumn, do you have something to say about the city of Chicago and what's going on with the murders and the killings?
Being that I don't watch the news. I don't read the newspaper. I didn't know that happened, but I do know that there is a lot of, oh my God, the statistics in Chicago is equivalent to a war in a third world country. And it's a shame. And my thing is, something needs to be done. I think they need to be, my thing is, I think that when I grew up, we had recreation centers where we could go. We had places, there were after school programs because, yes, idle hands, you know, are tools for the devil. You know, if you don't have anything to do, and children have a lot of pent up energy, even though the young people don't go outside like we used to. I couldn't imagine having to stay in the house and play some video game. But you know, a lot of these children, they can't afford those type of things, you know, and they're not taught to use their imagination. And well, even if you want to go outside, you know, you might be 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're a victim in a drive-by. So it's not safe for them to go outside. There needs to be they need to have somewhere to go.
So with you saying that, are you in favor of Trump sending people into Chicago? How do you guys feel about that?
Is he doing
What do you
that?
mean?
He's sending people,
What
like
do you
what
mean?
kind of
You
people?
know the feds.
He's sending the
No.
feds into
Yeah.
Chicago
What?
to handle
Why?
the violence?
Do what?
With all this violence going on in Chicago, their plan is, well, Trump's plan is to send the feds in. You don't watch the news.
I don't watch.
Yeah, I don't watch the news either.
And I
have to
definitely
watch the
don't. I
news.
don't look at Trump's
He's planning on sending them in. They're building the prisons right now at Oklahoma. And
Oh,
all
that's
these
money,
other
honey.
places
Money,
to
big
send these
business.
people
That's
in
big business.
Chicago.
Big business.
So I just want to know, you know, I know you said something about recreational and they need something else. He's planning on doing this. How do you feel about the situation?
Please let me respond.
Go ahead.
Okay. First and foremost, history teaches us that this is a coup. I'm sorry, I'm a conspiracy theorist, call me what you want, but there's no way in the world that this many people were shot recklessly over a holiday weekend, and it wasn't something or something else that was a catalyst that set this off. The catalyst was the fact that the city is suffering financial woes. Now, you're telling me that they're going to build a brand new prison. I don't have money to send fresh water to Flint. I don't have money to rebuild the streets and put new lights and new housing up for these people that are in poverty stricken. But I can build a multi-million-dollar prison for people who just happened to go off and shoot other people. And you haven't even caught anybody yet, but you built a prison. So no, I don't believe it. 2,500 black people go missing every year without fail. And yet, we don't know whether it's coming from to be stem cell research, or we don't know where the organs are coming from when a rich man needs a liver, a cancer, a new heart. These donors just don't show up. That's where drive-by shootings come from. So, you a donor on the back of your driver's license?
He just recently
I don't
said
believe
so
it.
many
I don't
feds
believe it.
there.
I think
Who
it was-
knows what they really went there
Right.
to do?
Right.
But I mean, I just want to know how you
Move
guys
out of
feel.
Chicago.
This is how, and this is how
I know,
the
right? My
media.
family moved to Indiana. Go
Thank
Indiana.
This is how.
Don't tell nobody where you're at.
This is how the media, and this is how the media kind of discredits and reduces the humanity of those people who were killed. 90% of those fatally wounded had gang affiliations,
We don't know that.
criminal histories, and were pre-identified by the Department of Strategic Subject Algorithm as being potential suspect or victim of gun violence.
They were pre-identified.
This
Meaning if we go
is-
out today and shoot this person, nobody's going to question.
This is USA Today. That's what USA Today had to say about these were some shootings. This happened a while back ago, but I just wanted to put that out there that this is how victims are painted. It doesn't matter whether or not you had a criminal history. You just got murdered in the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm
Somebody's
saying?
father, somebody's brother.
Exactly. And they said 90%. Like, how? What?
Who sat down and did that?
What? Whose algorithm? who put together damn algorithm
Who
to see
decided
who's
at the
criminal or not?
hospital to go through their criminal files instead of their medical files?
Exactly. Why is that important?
Right. Why
You
is
know,
that important?
people
This
got
person got a
killed.
toe tag.
Right. So, but again, that's how black people are painted in the media, whether they are victims or not.
Now,
And we're all victims.
now, to be true, that just put Trump on my list.
It's my list, Sean. It's my list.
I hope
Trump
you've
ain't
been
there
on your
yet,
list.
You know, I still
Well, I'm
like
gonna say this.
Look,
That wasn't the first thing.
I did some research.
Uh-oh.
Y'all know. Y'all know. On the penal system. My thesis for my master's. And truth be told, there are more white people under penal authority than any other group of people. The difference is that,
Federal prison.
no, they get probation and parole at a higher rate than blacks and
So it's a
Latinos.
pass-through system.
Yes, it's a pass-through system for them, you know. But the average cost to house a prisoner is $188 a day. There are 7 states with the highest prison populations. Georgia's one of them. They have the three of the largest prisons in the United States: New York, Texas, California. You know, but it's big business. They're privatizing it now. Unfortunately, I had a family member that was in the system. You know, they make change a day. That's the new form of slavery. You know, they're doing these license plates. We pay, if I get a specialty tag, that's $55, but they get like a dime or a quarter a day to make that plate. And then, you know, the government is taking money to put into the prison system. What one prisoner costs, that's college tuition for 4 years for a student. So yeah, it's big business, and you don't want to reduce recidivism. You want them to keep going through that revolving door, so they make sure that you don't have the tools to succeed outside. But that's why they're doing that. It's
And
big
another
business.
thing, Trump basically just let you guys know all of his friends are the people that invested
They own
in these
Right.
companies. and
Right,
they
because
own
they're
these companies.
privatizing it now.
And
his friends
that's why
also
his
some
war
stock.
is on Chicago. And that's why it's like, I'm going to send my people in there because he already knows.
Right.
My people are building this. And trust me, Chicago's full of a lot of
Just
people.
like Bush knew there were no weapons of mass destruction, but his friends made the tanks and the oil companies. So I got to do something to help my friends.
Exactly.
So let's create a war.
And
Trump, we
I
got
mean,
prison systems, so
now
let's
let's not
create prisoners.
let's just say Chicago has always been a rough place. It's always been issues, but it's the perfect place.
Right.
They're calling it Chirac now, which Spike Lee should be on my list for that movie. But you know, I ain't even gonna go there.
That was a good
But-
movie.
No, it was terrible. Okay, and Nick Cannon, all them on my list.
Yeah, that was a good
But
movie.
we're gonna-
That was a good movie.
Very. That's wrong. But anyways, they're calling it Chirac. They're making it. They're propaganding
They're
it. Like how you like to say,
They're
they're
creating
making it. They're creating a problem. They
They're
let it
speaking
be
into
known.
existence.
If we already know, New York has been a problem. Why isn't New York rat?
They not
They've
having
been a problem.
Yeah, right.
That's true. And Chicago don't want that frisking touch either. You know, but they may need that. Let's start with frisking. Let's start with that.
I'm not agreeing.
Slippery slope.
I'd rather start with that than
Slippery
bringing
slope.
in federal agents.
Slippery slope.
I'd rather start with that. I'm just
No,
saying.
because who you think are going to be doing it?
Right.
I'm just
Right.
saying, I'd rather start with that than just sending people to prison. Let's just start with getting the guns off the streets.
Let's
With
start
these
neighborhood
Chicagoans.
patrol. Let's start with neighborhood patrol.
No, let's take that money and build a recreation center.
Right.
Instead of a prison.
I just don't know if rec center's gonna do it.
Well,
But
some-
it's
just
definitely
something.
need to do something.
This generation, we need an
Okay.
arcade.
You need
With
an
a
arcade.
lot of TVs and headphones like this and some iPads.
Just want to
and-
sedate them.
Just
sedate the
just
kids
give them
with
a
technology.
Emotional place.
No, man, it's a lot of things that we can do. A lot of things we can do, but more so along the lines of empowerment and education. I mean, even like in Detroit, there's a sister who her son got killed. I think it was a car accident though, and she decided to take her money, right, and buy a plot of land in this dilapidated neighborhood and start a community garden and start a school next to the community garden. She bought the building next to it, turned into a school. Then she bought the building next to that and turned it into like a little restaurant. So all the foods that they're growing is now being served in that restaurant, and they're teaching the kids how to grow food. I mean, that's empowerment.
Wow.
And so these are kind of things that are,
we can do.
we can do. It doesn't even take a whole lot
Nobody
of
needs to give us our rights.
Exactly. She didn't ask nobody for no laws to be changed. She said, "This is what I'm gonna do."
You know, there's
That's
a community
real.
garden. There are a couple community gardens in the West End.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
they're
when I drive by them, I'm like, well, give me some.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I want one.
No,
I
but
want a little plot.
I'm proud of that because I grew up with gardens. I grew
Apple
up
trees.
mad because my aunts would send me outside and go pick your dinner.
Man,
I wanna
what?
Pick my dinner.
You pick peas and all
You know,
kinds of tomatoes.
But that home training means a lot. So you're right. We need to see what we can do to redirect those same funds or create our own funding to do more projects like that within those neighborhoods and give those people something to do other than shoot up in the air and allegedly kill so many people in one night. 'Cause you know I still don't believe that. I'm putting you on my list for bringing that up. That's
Well,
too-
I mean, since you put me on list, how you feel about Obama being in office and not bringing up anything going on in Chicago?
I think that you opening the can of worms. You gonna get another thing.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
But
I'm gonna leave
can
Chicago alone.
Let me answer that real quick. The president is only a puppet.
I
He can
know,
do no more
I know.
than the
love
laws
The
that
Rock.
we did not change before he got voted into office. Let him do.
I know.
So I applaud him for what he was able to accomplish behind their backs. And while they were so busy looking at the first ball he threw, he was able to sign in this executive order and that one. But Trump has reversed most of those already. Yeah. So we're gonna thank you, Joy, for bringing us these hot items on your list, be the social media all the way over to politics. But hey, that's what we're talking about. Because Joy is a diversified facet of information. We just love it. And,
Thank you.
Thank you, Joy. And now to bring us home with what's going on in and around Atlanta. Autumn Lee.
Okay, it's my camera on. Look, is it on me? Is it on me? Yes, girl. So Atlanta is really popping. I went to see, what was the name of that movie? Oh, Baby Driver, I think it was. So there was this director, Edgar Wright, I think it was, who came here and he wanted to do a film, whatever. Well, he fell in love with Atlanta. That film was an ode to the ATL, okay? It was filmed here. They had a lot of local talent from Atlanta in the film. They really highlighted Atlanta.
Fox movie?
It's Kevin Spacey, Jamie Foxx, but Jamie was in there. He was in there. Patrick was in there. Wilbur, a lot of local talent, which is really good because Atlanta, they call it the Hollywood of the South. This is a really good place to be right now, and it's funny because I'm a part of SAG-AFTRA, and the judge in the film was at the screening. Well, it wasn't a screening, it was just the film. And I was like, I just saw you. And he was like, you did? I was like, that's what's up. It's a really good place to be right now. But, they talk a lot about Atlanta and Atlanta actors. And I don't understand why there's a difference. I'm an LA actor, I'm a New York actor. We're all actors in the game. But this is a really good place, especially for a person of color. I wrote, directed, and produced and starred in a short film called Winter's Reality. And the gentleman that played my husband, Kenneth Israel, is based out of Atlanta. And he you know, had his pause for the photo. And he,
Some people.
I'm a pretty girl with 20 pearls. I can't help it. But what happened was, you know, he has gone on to be in, you know, House of Cards, Gotham in New York. He was in Sleepy Hollow. He's done really good things. My girlfriend Angela Ray, you know, she was just in Queen Sugar, you know, and Tyler Perry's film Boo. She was on Love Thy Neighbor. You know, there are a lot of local, you know, actors, you know, Jasmine Burke, who are doing really well right now.
Is all that stuff taped
Here, yes, it's here. You know, we have Greenleaf is taped here. You know, of course, everything from Tyler Perry, you know, is taped here. At any given time, there are like 50 projects going on at any given time in Atlanta. So it's a really good place to be in terms of film, especially for people of color. You know, what is it, Atlanta?
Yes.
That's filmed here.
Yes.
Love it. That's filmed here. There's a lot of films that
And
are
they
coming
say
here.
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead is filmed here. Yeah, but I mean, it's a great place to be. But I'm going to say this. So moving forward, I'm going to be bringing in people from the industry, you know, to talk about it. You know, what they're doing, how you can get into acting, or, you know, behind the scenes, you know, the Georgia GPP. Don't sue me because I can't. Production partners. You know, they are doing great things here, you know, in Atlanta to make sure that we're getting our just dues. You know, but we as actors and film people in Atlanta, we need to, you know, really step up our game. So, as the other fellow thespian in the room, Dap.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, how do you feel about the acting and the film world in Atlanta from the perspective of a black man?
From perspective of a black man.
That's in the acting field.
Okay. Well, before you added that one little thing on the end, the black man perspective, I was gonna say that, you know, I've come across quite a few people who are excellent. I mean, excellent actors, excellent filmmakers. I've been very fortunate to work with really, really good people, very talented people that I learn from every time I'm with them in the room. And I love being in Atlanta as an actor and being in that circle because it's so close knit and everybody really roots for the other person. It's like everybody wants the other person to win because we're the underdog in the city. Of course, you know, there's work to be done. You know what I mean? Everybody that I know is about elevating their game. You know, so we're daily working on our craft and getting better and challenging each other to get better and pushing each other to get better. So, I mean, that's my perspective. I think that there, you know, a lot of opportunities go to actors that aren't from other places just because there's a reputation. You know, like LA actors have a reputation of being better than Atlanta actors, quote unquote better. You know, New York actors the same way. But I also feel like with all the projects that's going on here, especially the ones that are locally produced, man, yo, I'm proud of my people. I'm proud of my folks coming up and shining that light, man, because it's really paving the way. Like I was watching my girl, Tasha Grant. She just put out her actor's reel, and man, it was so good. It was so good. And these are shows that I've watched that I love. So I'm really proud of her and people like her. My dude, the Jor, who be putting out original content all the time and have me in stitches. And then just all the writers that I know out there. And you know, it's a lot of really dope talent out here. And I know eventually there's going to be no question, you know, as to what we can bring as Atlanta actors and just talent. So, yeah, that's my spiel.
That's excellent. Sounds like we're knocking down some doors, and I thank you for all of your leads to brought us some knowledge of the inside of the industry.
Yeah.
And and speaking of the industry, we plan on having our first industry party on July 27th at Coaxum's Restaurant right here in Norcross. It's right off of Peachtree Industrial. We invite every business owner, every entrepreneur, everybody who wants to rub elbows, everybody who's listening, everybody who's anybody, to come out and enjoy an evening of speakers, presentations, business networking. They even had live karaoke and the best tapas bar you ever wanted to experience, because the seafood, the New Orleans seafood, is off the chisang. And I don't have the swag to say that, but I can say it when I eat there. But they have, I mean, anything on the menu from shrimp and grits, the jambalaya, the gumbo. I mean, okay, put it this way, I've eaten it 3 times this week, and it's only I'm just letting you know that. And $3 drink specials.
$3.
$3.
I'll be there.
Okay,
You
so
have me on
the
karaoke.
doors open, and you'll hear about it again. And follow us on our For Conscious Party app on Twitter, and we're gonna post some more information there. And we're gonna post it on everybody's independent Twitter. I'm at Sean C. Robinson, also at One Atlanta One ATL Persona Mag. It's just a real long name, but you follow one, you can follow. But anyway, we're gonna take a break right now because it's just time to do so. So we're gonna let you just marinate on what we just talked about here, and think about Joy's List and Autumn's Leaves, and all the things that are going on in Atlanta. And just until we come back with Daps World, stay woke.